Hello, good evening, good day, good now. This one today, you made it happen. So let's appreciate my dear subscribers tonight and read out loud your fabulous, majestic, witty, flattering, outright silly comments. But if in fact you are a subscriber, maybe you're waiting for that specific comment that you left, I would very much like to start with the most popular one, whichever YouTube thinks is most relevant. So let's do it. I may also switch the language if one particular subscriber is asking a question in English or in Russian, so we'll see. I haven't read the entirety of them. This is quite exciting to see what you have produced. Hey, Big Boss 2500. Let's see what you say here. When you get a bigger bed, you have more bedroom, but less bedroom. Well, this looks like it's factually correct. Good. Beardman says, when you whisper wise words directly into the microphone, that breathy voice melts my brain wonderfully. Breathy voice. Well, I'm glad you like it. I shall deliver more. And it's good that you think that the words I whisper have some wisdom in them. That's the aspiration. Let's move on to one of the comrades, or maybe just a person speaking the same language. Maybe we're not from the same country, because as you know, Russian is like one of the top 10 spoken languages in the world. Okay, let's see. Alex Abroskin 624 says, what's in my mind. Иногда я по 5-10 минут слежу за взглядом, и так хочется крепко-крепко обнять и всплакнуть. Не знаю, почему так. Спасибо за ваши труды. Всех благ. Спасибо и тебе, Алекс, за добрые слова. Я рада, что тебе нравится. И эмоции, которые у тебя возникают, больше приятные, да, такие сладко, горько-сладкие. Let's move on to Rose Lover 411. I adore your voice when you use Russian accent. Okay, memo taken. It's so incredibly soothing, and a lot of times your humor hits me unexpectedly, and I love that. You are a man of a great taste, quite sophisticated, comrade. I'm glad you like it. I shall deliver more. Philistine 47. Do not overthink it. I'm guessing you're referring to the request I've made. Challenge level, impossible. Overthinking is something so easy to do, especially for us type A girlies. Yeah. And he goes on with, do not overthink it. Oh, I need to learn how to read, never mind. I'm always delighted to see a new notification that Shifty Russian ASMR has posted. Thank you for your years of smiles and laughs. You're welcome. Our Barnhart 2753 posted a comment, and he edited it, so there should be attention and thought. Absolutely love anything you do, but my favorite is definitely you just picking a topic and rambling without a script. It's like asking a beautiful friend how her day went or what she thinks of something, and then listening to a no judgment and no holds barred, honest conversation. That is a perfect way to relax for a few minutes, one human being to another. So, you know what? You've pretty much captured human interaction in a nutshell. That's my mode of operandi. This is how I would prefer to actually talk to people. But it's rare when they see you as a person, as opposed to seeing you as something else they want to see, right? Okay. Reserved W9K. You provide a relaxing atmosphere that no other ASMR content creator does, and it helps me so much. Well, that's a loud and big statement. And again, I'm happy that you found joy in those silly things that I do every so often. Zam Atomic. I've been watching your channel since I was 14, and in my communist phase, Lamau, I still have my collection of vintage Soviet pins and of course my USSR Ushanka hat. 14, so if I started in 2020, you're 20 now. Damn. That is so awesome. Okay. Generational. Yeah, that blows my mind. 6 years ago. Poof. Like it never happened, hey? I mean, the time just flies by. And subscribers turn into grown-ass men from teenagers. Good. Good. I'm proud of you, boy. Proud of you, man. My man. Oh boy. Okay. North 9849. What biomes of the world would you want to visit most? Like, if you could spend a day at any three, what would they be? Sand-worn cragland, boreal forest, temperature tropical paradise, Arctic desert, etc. Alright, so that's a good one. It's hard to hide intelligence. That's a good question. First, let's start with thermophilic bacteria at the bottom of the ocean. Like those guys, they're pretty good. Secondly, that's going to be Florida Everglades. And third one, let me just give it a good thought. Let's just do tundra. Russian one, of course. Like the Novaya Zemlya archipelago. That one. Good? Okay. So Venum84 says, I think the 100 men would be able to eventually beat the gorilla. It wouldn't be pretty, but I think they'd get it done. We appreciate your opinion. Let's move on. Markar PhD. Elena, your videos are great. My all-time favorites are the ones about Russian brides, women, very thick accent and funny content. Cheers from Rio, Brazil. Well, I would love to get back to this Russian bride energy since you like it so much. But my affinity towards this character is purely because of monetary reasons, of course. We'll get back to that in a few weeks. The mod S4K says, someday I'd like to be a turtle and stare at people without them noticing me. Okay. Okay. Tom 23rd asks, is it harder to answer or easier to try to make all of the questions ask themselves why? All of the questions or all of the people who ask questions? This one kinda put me into, flatlined my brain just for now. Let's move on. XKilo147 asks, what are the things that you enjoy or make you happy? Where do we begin? Arts and crafts. I did embroidery, I did beadwork, some watercolor, and painting otherwise. It's my perfect little getaway from all the noise. Put on an audiobook and just stay there for like a day or two. The wind opened my door. It's not your door. Let's not cut it out. William Parkerer says, you look like Lukashenko. Smiley, smiley. That's what I was thinking I was first watching you. Lukashenko, you mean the Belarusian president? Okay, I'll take that. Could be a stretch though, but okay. Super Paz. I wonder if animals experience ASMR, like when a cat is purring. Is that them having an ASMR type of experience? I like to think they can anyway. Valid. Yeah, valid. Not much else to say. Jan Orlike. Is your gaze this hypnotizing on purpose? Or is it just you? Oh my man, it's all an illusion. It's all the magic of internet. That's it. No purpose, just being, existing. Just like that. Good. Good Mike Richardson. He's my subscriber. Why aren't you wearing the shorts I made for you? I don't know. As of today, August 2026, I haven't had custom made shorts into my name. Maybe I should send you my measurements and see what happens. The ink said, you'll never take me alive. J. Dan Bell 2714 says, You never fail to make absolutely relaxing videos. Never fail to do lovely. And you have the best atmosphere when doing them as well. Thank you. Another comrade. Ачпачмак Тинчурин. Ачпачмак. Какое триггерное слово. Я недавно только увидел этот канал, а уже подписался. Спасибо. Первая мысль была: как ты похожа на Эмбер Хёрд и Скарлетт Йоханссон. Из-за этого в голове есть мысль о ролевом видео «Черной вдовы из Мстителей». Но осталось только костюмчик какой-нибудь, да, кожаный, и рыжий парик. Эта мысль меня не покидает, но воплотить ее нужно написать сценарий, чтобы было правдоподобно. Например, как говорить, что солнце заходит, да, а вот ты Халк, и буду тебя так усыплять, чтобы опять в Брюса Беннера превратился. Как-то так. Next. PD. Love. Comrade. You have this strange little magic. Your eyes unsettle me. Your voice steadies me. And somehow I keep coming back for both. Good. I'm happy to have you back. Venti Roacho says, it's a big one, breakfast isn't real. It's just a time of day we collectively decided certain foods belong to. Your body doesn't care if you eat pancakes at 8 a.m. or pizza at 8 a.m. Breakfast literally just means breaking your fast. So technically, whatever you eat first is breakfast. We've basically just made up rules for what counts as breakfast, and find it strange when those rules are broken because of how ingrained it is in us that food has a time set on it. Nothing about the food changed, only the clock did. Profound. Is like bacon and eggs just practically marketing. Same with waffles. And us Europeans are quite surprised with Americans having pancakes for breakfast. Like that's a dessert, a treat. Again, another label. But I think you're right. Echo M says, I'm tired, boss. Me too, boss. Random 1, 2, 4, 3, 5 says, your voice is very relaxing. Would you ever consider doing more videos with different types of leather gloves? Yes. I just need some equipment, like different types of gloves. I guess I should put a PO box for interested parties to provide the merchandise. Sounds good. All right. Noah Langston asks, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? You can probably tell that by the way I pronounce this name. The answer is no. So no. Actually, when the first comments on this community post started to emerge, I looked it up. Yeah, and now I know that this one is from Star Wars. And why would I actually ever know about this because I didn't pay too much attention. I used to even mess around when I first came to Canada, like Star Wars. What's that? And some people would actually believe me that I didn't know what Star Wars were. Yeah, Russians, whatever. But no, I haven't. Brass 9258 says, would you consider changing your channel name? The first part, I mean. Almost every time I misread I just misread your whole thing, okay? Misread it and think to myself, this video isn't that bad. Are you referring to Shifty Russian as opposed to shitty Russian? Well, no. I'm not planning to change anything as of yet. Another thing people would advise me to change is to remove the Russian thing. Because, politics. But that would be removing a part of my identity. One day, someday, I will share the story that led to me choosing this particular name to my channel, but not today, and no, not planning to change it anytime soon. Hope it's fine by you? You good? Okay. Psychotic reaction. Again, one of the subscribers. Thank you. Before the final rat has eaten the last gram of you, rapture will have returned. I will lead a parade. Who was that? They'll say, as they point to that sad shape hanging on my wall. Who was that? Andrew Ryan. I don't know where it is from, so. Okay. Paperbird and ironfish. Ironfish. On a side note, I have just recently got to know that I-R-O-N, this one you're supposed to pronounce as iron, not iron. Mind blown. Okay. The next time you see a shooting star, make a wish. It will come true. Okay. Craig Lumsden 76. I'd love you to read out Hello from Scotland. I love your ASMR and soft, angelic voice, my Russian beauty. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. Heart eyes emoji, Russian flag. Scottish flag, I guess it's a Scottish flag. I would love to go to Scotland. It's like one of the, like a fairy tale destination. I was a big fan of Highlander when I was a kid. Adrian Paul, is that guy still kicking around? That would be amazing to go there. Yeah, someday. If this little enterprise of mine really takes off, I will go. Doubtfully. Okay. Face the music. 2430. Okay, this one seems funny. It's better to be a smart fella than a fart smeller. I agree. Black Mage 37 asks, have you ever considered that bacon kills allegedly and smoking kills, but if you smoke bacon, you're curing? So, also, why do they bake cookies and cook bacon? Cold Spider 801, a subscriber, says, I don't think you're old enough to actually remember the Soviet Union. Sorry if it breaks the kayfabe. Kayfabe? This one's tough. Yeah. Well, I was born almost like a couple of years before it collapsed. So, but you may know that early post-Soviet Russia wasn't much different from actual Soviet Union in terms of infrastructure, mindsets, mentality. Even now, people who spent most of their lives in that era, they're still alive. And they largely govern the country. But I do feel connected to that era. Because I am deeply immersed in the culture. And I can proudly say I was born in the Soviet Union. Well, maybe not so proudly. We'll see. Well, sounds kind of cool though. VBathery3757 asks, is Russia a safe place to visit if you don't know how to speak Russian? Well, you'd be surprised. Like, you can actually find some people of any ethnicities, any skin colors traveling to Russia. And the videos I've seen, they're all about, oh, so this is midnight, downtown area, it's safe, and there's no, surprisingly, it's the place for people to hang out. You will not be, let's say, put in uncomfortable situation by some person who has been consuming certain substances, and there are not going to be any tents in the city unless it's some kind of a fair or carnival or whatever. So there's that. It doesn't mean that there's less homelessness or drug use, but somehow it's more publicly ostracized and unacceptable. Somehow. Blows my mind. Especially, Canadian cities. Like, I've been to Vancouver a couple of times. Oh boy. Yeah, there's, again, it's the topic to solve at some point, but it doesn't seem to be an easy one. Deckard Canehurst. Oh, such a cool name. Deckard Canehurst. Is it like from an old Western movie or something? I hope you start doing ASMR with your normal voice. Okay. That's going to be a mix, obviously, to appease vast audiences. But as you know, it's hard to please everybody. Oh, it's not possible to please everybody. I'll do what I can with what I have. Brande ZYC, a subscriber. Let's see, looks like it's a poem. Let's do it. We all know how this ends, up above the skylines, drifting in and out around us. But I know you're here. Can we rebuild everything? I can see the angel dust. It's raining down upon us. So I know we'll be safe. We can rise through the fire. Silverhand. 1999, a subscriber, asks, do you like drinking soda or energy drinks in Russia? Come on, there's no question mark, dude. Okay. No, I wasn't a huge fan of those. I mean, sometimes, but energy drinks, I do remember when I was in university, I had a test coming up and I thought, okay, I'll get some Red Bull and I should study. And I got the big can, like 355 mils, drank it all, and I was asleep half hour later. So there's that. Doesn't really work on me. Or maybe it does, just brings the heart rate up and gives you anxiety. Okay, now that's the answer. By the Breach says, I have never eaten a taco. Damn, try it. I mean, if that's true. If it's not, I don't believe you. Red Funk 84 says, very nice. I see what you did there. Okay. Hot Sauce for the Soul asks, which historical figure would you most like to attend a formal dinner party with? Who was throwing really great parties? Like a ball somewhere? Yeah, let's chill with Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah, somewhere along those timelines. Eat some quail, caviar, trout, dance for string quartet. Oh, a whole orchestra. What quartets are we talking about? Yeah, probably something like that. Kovac Zoltan 12 suggests that everything that is connected to Russia makes me sad. In this day and age, yes, it unfortunately resonates with many people. Millions, if not hundreds of millions, if you include the families and everybody involved. I wish there could be something done. Can't say more. The party is listening. Okay. Dinoyas asks, what if Karl Marx's birthday was Tun Tun Tung Shahur? Yeah, what if? Is it the name that's the reason that he did what he did, he wrote what he wrote, all the people that followed his ideas? Or is it the actual meaning in the words? Just the name. Anyways. MB and T2 PB. I feel like the world is kicking my ass at the moment, and I'm working harder than ever and seeing the little progress. So I would love to hear you telling the world that we will never give up and that we kick back a lot harder. I feel you, dear. It's, yeah, if you really think about this, about the whole thing, the whole ordeal that is going on. But there's this saying in Russia, the hope dies last, aka it never dies. If it's gone, yeah, that's it. You're done, pretty much. So with the whole depressing vibes of Russian culture, you know, yet the hope never dies. The hope dies the last. Oh, I'm so full of myself now, damn. The hope dies the last. It's acknowledgement that it can indeed feel like this. But first you die, then the hope. Oh, the meaning. It's so easy to absolutely get lost in semantics. Okay, after this one, let's finish off with something more cheeky. Arthur Wilmington asks, what is your opinion about flirty ASMR? Not OF, just more sensual content. And things like kisses, ear eating, etc. Would you ever consider going in those directions with your videos? Okay, Arthur. One thing about mouth sounds, kissing, sucking. I went as far as I went with like pickle eating, mukbang, whatever. And my problem is that I do not consume that type of content. And it's extremely hard for me to listen to myself while doing those things while editing. It's hard for me to do something along those lines, which I don't personally enjoy. Moreover, it's this steep little way, slippery slope to go in that direction. On the other, more hypocritical part of this topic, there should be some large incentives for me to consider this type of content. I hope that answers the question. I think that was a lot today. And I think I could go on and on and on. But for now, it's all good. See you later.